How we doing, Heat Nation? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys have had a beautiful weekend, starting your week off right with love and positivity. Before we get started, you guys, I would really appreciate if you would click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We are less than 300 subscribers away from the big 2,000 mark, and I need your guys' help to get there. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed. And thank you so much to everyone that has recently reached out to me. The last video I posted a few days ago, I talked about the passing of our family dog, Russell, who we've had for the last 13 years. And the response that I got from you guys was amazingly overwhelming. My wife thanks you. I thank you. My kids thank you. You guys have no idea how much those comments meant. You know, I've wanted to post something the last few days. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Morning has been pretty tough. You know, we walk around this house, we get reminded of Russell every day. So it's not easy, but with the positivity and love I'm getting from family and subscribers and friends, it makes it easier. So again, thank you guys. It means the world to me. But I'm not here to talk about my dog, not here to talk about my family. I want to talk about Miami Heat basketball. So off we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. And boy, is this a good one. We got a few things to discuss. I've mentioned him about a month ago. I don't know if you guys remember. Blazers beat writer, Aaron Fentress. This has been a guy who's been fully supporting Damian Lillard on this trade request. And this is not a Miami Heat beat writer. It's a Blazers beat writer. It's a guy who has far connections with this team. So he basically put a post. It was a long description, but the whole point was that he said that Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers marriage is over and that a trade is imminent. In the article, he did explain details on why he feels like the marriage is over. On the fact that the Portland Trail Blazers did give Damian Lillard a 2-year, $120 million contract extension, which is insane. A lot of people question that. You're going to pay a guy who's going to be 35, 36, 120 mil. But you're Portland. You're not a huge market. So you got to give guys like that money. People are giving judgment to Portland for giving Jeremy Grant that big contract. I felt like they needed to. It's Portland. You got to overpay guys to keep them in your team. It just makes sense. But Aaron Fentress was basically a complete breakdown. If you guys haven't read it, go on Twitter. His name is Aaron Fentress. He gives a complete breakdown on the history of Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, yes, Portland did give Damian Lillard that 2-year contract extension, which was huge. But they also gave it to him with the agreement and with the acceptance that Portland is going to try to build around him, that they will not tank. They will continue to try to win. Joe Cronin hasn't done that. He hasn't done that at all. He wasn't pushing heavily to trade that third pick. You know, they had 2 first-round picks that they easily could have gotten someone. I know it's difficult for Portland to make a trade. I know it's difficult to convince a player to come to Portland. But to play next to Damian Lillard with the possibility of winning, you know, it might entice some players. So there wasn't any real traction. You had little rumors of Zion Williamson and stuff like that, but there was nothing really big. So the Portland Trail Blazers did what I feel was the best thing for them. Drafted the best player available, Scoot Henderson, which honestly is Damian Lillard's predecessor. He's going to take over that starting point guard role. He's 19 years old. He's going to be a future star. So Portland sees that. They know that. So that's why they went with him. No judgment here from that. But by doing that, you're not telling Damian Lillard you want to win. And then in the free agency, what did they do? They re-signed Jeremy Grant, which I just mentioned earlier was great for them, but not the move that Damian Lillard was looking for them to do. Damian Lillard wants them to contend. Right now, this roster they have now, at best, playing team. At best. Damian Lillard is 33 years old. We've talked about this before, you guys. I don't want to beat a dead horse with a stick, but I think it's very prominent to talk about this stuff, to give her little reminders. Damian Lillard wants to win. He even said it in the report with Mark Spears last week. He wants to win. He doesn't want to wait. He doesn't want to play on a team that's rebuilding. He wants to win now. Right now, winning a championship is the primary goal of Damian Lillard. And I totally respect that. Now, you can judge Damian Lillard talking about, oh, he's one of these guys like Kawhi and Kyrie who just signs a max contract and gets traded. That's just the way the NBA is going now. In 2019, there were 7 huge free agent signings. Since then, the most that's happened is 2 to 3. So right now, max players, they know what they have to do. Sign max contracts with your team and request a trade. Because if you become a free agent and sign somewhere else, you're not going to make as much money as you would if you re-signed with your team. So that's the main reason why these guys do it, to be honest with you. But getting back to Damian Lillard with this front, Aaron Fentress made this post saying that the marriage is over, and he was criticized hugely by Blazers fans. There were so many posts responding to his tweet, backlashing it, talking bad about it. And you know what? I mean, I get it. You're a Blazers fan. You're looking at the situation right now. You're seeing what happened with Washington, with Bradley Beal. If you want me to be honest, if I'm a Blazers fan, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the fact that Washington got nothing for Bradley Beal. And I don't want to do that if I'm a Damian Lillard and a Portland Trail Blazers fan. You want to get something out of it. But I will say this. What the Heat have offered is way better than what Washington got from Phoenix. My opinion. I mean, sending Tyler Hero to a third team to get more draft capital, getting young assets like Jaime Jaquez and Nikola Jokic, who's dominating in the EuroLeague right now, in the FIBA Championship. He's kicking ass right now. He's showing that he's that great player, and he's a diamond in the rough. You can also give them an expiring contract with Kyle Lowry, freeze their books for 2024. I think Miami's offer is way better than what Washington got. But I get it. Damian Lillard is a top 10 player. He's a guy that you don't let go for scrap. You want to get the best trade value for him. So I understand Portland's side. I understand the fan side. Even though we've gone back and forth and there's been a little bit of hate in the last few months, doesn't matter. I understand. I was there. I was there as a Heat fan. We lost LeBron in 2014. We lost Wade in 2016. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, when there's not a lot of competition out there for a player, when you're a player that's making over $60 million when you're 35 and 36 years old, it's hard to trade for a player like that. It's hard to get huge value for a player like that, simply because of his age. I've discussed this before. The reason why the Miami Heat works is specifically for 2 reasons. 1, they're the only team willing to take Damian Lillard's huge contract because they want to win now. And 2, Damian Lillard's play style fits best with the Miami Heat. It's a match made in heaven, and in my opinion, it's going to happen. Here's why. A lot of Blazers fans responded to Aaron Fentress' Twitter post, and obviously with a lot of hate. There was one particular post, though, that Damian Lillard responded to, and I'm going to read it by quote. This was a post by a fan by the name of Shashank. It's Shank NBA. I don't know if he's a fan or if he's a reporter, not sure. But this was his response to Fentress' rant. Quote, awful argument. NBA teams and players are businesses, which is why they sign contracts. As for Blazers fans, we are fans of the team. So yeah, he's a fan. The GM's job is to serve the team. End quote. I get it. When you're a general manager, your job is to not just build a roster, but to please the fans with a winning organization. Get it? Damian Lillard responded to that fan's post, though, with 2 simple words. Just dumb. Now, maybe some people will take it as this whole situation, he's responding to it. It's just dumb. I don't think that's it. I think he's saying just dumb to what the fan said, saying that teams and players are businesses, which is why they sign contracts. There's emotion that goes into this. There's feelings. These are human beings. Yes, it's a business, but we're not robots. We have emotion. We have pride. We have feelings. Damian Lillard has given his all to this franchise. He has said in the past, I'm not leaving Portland. You want to play with me? You come to Portland. With a man that has felt that strongly about a team, with that much love and admiration, it should really open your eyes, and you should really think as to why. With a player that has that much love for an organization, he's requesting a trade and wants to get out. And as you see it as his actions the last week, he's making moves to make this trade happen. Yeah, he did say in the interview with Mark Spears that he has respect and love for Portland. Didn't say the Blazers. Said he didn't want to talk about the Blazers. He did confirm that a trade request was made. He's responding to posts on Twitter, but he's doing it in a way where he's not going to get fined $100,000 to $150,000 like James Harden just did. James Harden don't care. James Harden is just lashing out. He's a millionaire. He's got so much money. He don't care about these fines. And that's my opinion. He's just going to keep speaking and lashing out until Morey trades him. That's a bad situation. Damian Lillard's doing the right thing. He's being a man, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, the trade needs to happen. It just needs to. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I've been saying this since July 1st when the trade request was made. It's been almost 2 months now, you guys. This is insane that it's gone this long. And I want to thank you guys for staying with me this whole process. But it's like I've said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When do I think this trade's going to happen? Before training camp. Training camp's a month away. Players, executives, they're all coming back to work next month. Well, a few weeks, or a few days in September. They're going to be coming back to work. They're going to be gearing up and getting ready. I believe Portland and Miami will have some conversations coming up close to the training camp. But for all you know, Portland may just think, you know what? We're going to suck this year anyway. We may not be that good. Let's just keep Damian Lillard on this team. Let's wait till December and January when people that have signed contracts, it opens up. Maybe another suitor will come in. Maybe somebody will come in at the last minute. Portland can do that. I've said this before. They can do that. You're just making a bad situation worse, in my opinion. You're disrespecting your franchise player. You're showing other players out there that you're not willing to work with the player. You're just willing to work with the organization, which players hate. Players don't want to stay with an organization that thinks like that. They want to be a family. Even if you don't mean it, show them that you're acting like a family. Because like I said, it's all emotion, you guys. It's all emotion and it's all feeling. And I want to know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about this whole process. Do you think what Aaron Fentress, the post that he put saying that the marriage is over, you think that has any traction? What do you think about Damian Lillard responding to the fans saying just dumb? I mean, do you guys think that Damian Lillard is on his way to start pushing to get this trade moved? I mean, remember when the trade request was first made, Damian Lillard did say that he was not looking for Portland to push this trade immediately, that they could take their time with it. Maybe that's the case. So I want to know what you guys think. And then I believe that there's 3 teams that can still possibly be a third team partner in the trade. San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and the Brooklyn Nets. I think these are 3 teams with the flexibility and the space that they can still make a 3-team trade with Miami and Portland to get Tyler Hero to the 3rd team. I still think it's Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn has the best assets and they can go ahead and make Tyler Hero work with the organization and they can really use him. Maybe even Oklahoma City. I mean, all 3 teams are a great destination for Tyler, in my opinion. I would prefer Tyler stay with Miami. If Miami can make this trade happen for Damian Lillard without trading Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin, that's a huge steal. That's a huge steal, and I would love for it to happen. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Tyler Hero has to be moved, or do you think Miami can actually make that work without moving Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin? And last thing I want to touch bases on, Jimmy Butler, Himmy, he's a troll. I love him. Besides Dwayne Wade, I think Jimmy Butler is probably the greatest Miami Heat player of all time next to Alonzo Mourning. Man, he's just an unbelievable troll. He's out of camp. He hits a step-back 3, knocks it down. And what did he do again? He does the Damian Lillard sign. All of this stuff, you guys, I mean, Jimmy Butler knows a lot more than us. He talks to the organization all the time. I'm sure they're letting him know it's going to happen. We're just playing chicken with them. This trade will happen. I want to know what you guys think about that. Please, if you guys liked what you heard, click the like button, comment your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I want to thank you guys so much for the love and support. Thank you so much for your condolences for our family puppy. We're getting better, you guys. We're moving forward. Even some of the people that I've gone back and forth with and not the most positive light, y'all have commented some positive thoughts. Thank you guys so much. Everyone from the bottom of my heart, the Valdez Valle family really thanks you and appreciates you guys. But this train ain't over, y'all. Much more Heat content coming. And you guys, I can't wait till that trade is made. That video is going to be a banger. Thank you guys for the love and support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said.